And he spoke and spoke and spoke. People are looking at, these are all business people, they're looking at, okay, what are your economic policies? Can we do business in your country or no? That's all they want to know. But this man went on saying how he knows how he's a great leader and how his leadership did this and that and… This happened in 2007 or 8. I was at Davos. This is Pakistani breakfast. General Musharraf was speaking. The hall was packed. Everybody wanted to hear what he's going to talk. I also got invited, I went. And he spoke and spoke and spoke. People are looking at, these are all business people, they're looking at, okay, what are your economic policies? Can we do business in your country or no? That's all they want to know. But this man went on saying how he knows how he's a great leader and how his leadership did this and that and he was giving leadership lessons to everybody. Every one of them is a leader by himself. But he was giving leadership lessons and the whole time, 2-hour time, he spent 1.5 hours. And then there was no time left, so he said only one question. This was supposed to be an interactive session, but he did all the talking. Then I raised my hand, because I had already met him previously. He said, okay, you. So I stood up and asked him, see, right now India and Pakistan, both of them, we are actually not developed countries. We like to call ourselves developing, because we're developing for too long. Forever if you're developing, you're not a developing country, okay? If you're developing somewhere, you must become developed. I said, this is happening for too long. The reason is, one major reason is, both the nations are spending enormous amount of money on this defense and nonsense. If India and Pakistan had known these issues, both the countries probably would have prospered by now. But somehow we couldn't keep that nonsense down, we fought all these years. Just 3 wars are not the thing. Preparing for the war is a horribly expensive process. I said, see, you don't expect the religious leaders in your country and our country to come to any agreement. It's a waste of time doing all these interfaith meetings and things. Anyway, they will pretend and go home and they will preach their own thing, okay? Two military leaders cannot agree because we're pointing guns at each other, we are trained to shoot. Political leaders cannot agree because that'll make them lose elections. But a business person has no issue. If there is a good deal in Pakistan, every Indian businessman will go and do deals in Pakistan. If there is a bridge to be built, for a $1 million bridge, they're offering $2 million, half of Hyderabad will go there. So I said, see, the first thing is, let's open up the business. If you open up the business, if daily transactions are happening, my people are on that side, your people on this side, my money there, your money here, I wouldn't want to bomb your country, you wouldn't want to bomb my country.
Gladly that's beginning to happen now, this transaction business relationship in India and Pakistan.
Because national borders will go away, that is very important. On the longer run, it is very important national borders get diluted. That is when armies will come down. That is when the potential of fighting on the planet will go down. That is when development will happen indiscriminately, according to capability, not according to national identity, isn't it? So this transaction should happen. And just previous day he was talking about how he's for peace and how he's looking for this and that, looking for support and money, but he forgot all that and he burst out. He said, how can we do business? You know, my dear friend, somebody mentioned name, he died in my arms in the war. I named my son after him because of that. We have spilled blood, we have lost people. How can we do business? We cannot do business. International press was amazed that this man just came out and said, we cannot do business with each other, being the head of a nation. But if we started doing business, don't do any of these… all these parlays which are very expensive, politicians meeting, anyway it's a foregone conclusion, it's not going to go anywhere. Do business, as much business as possible. You will see people will forget who the hell is a Pakistani, who's an Indian.